CIBC, Scotia, TD, and Bank of Montreal. Okay. These banks are full service, so they allow you to deposit money. So they allow you to put money inside of an account with them and hold that money. They give lending. So, you know, if you need to borrow money from them, they'll lend you money to maybe purchase a vehicle or, you know, access a credit card. And then they also offer services like investing. So putting money into savings and to help that invest and grow your finances, okay? The money that you put into the chartered banks is insured up to $100,000 per account. So really what that means for you is that if a bank was to go bankrupt, so maybe, you know, they weren't doing well and they closed down, that insurance is there so that if they went bankrupt, you would be paid out pretty much immediately, that $100,000, up to that $100,000. Whatever you have in your account, it's protected. You're insured for that. So if something happens with that financial institution, your money is safe. You can get those funds back. Okay. And I see a question in the chat. I have a GIC account set up, but I cannot transfer money to it until I activate it in person. Should I open a savings account online with CIBC or carry cash with me to Canada? I would suggest opening an account and putting the money in the account. If you need access to the funds right away, though, you want to make sure you're asking CIBC how much money can you access immediately if you deposit that in there, because you might do a little bit of both, a little bit of deposit and as well as a little bit of cash. But it is much safer to put the money into the savings account so you can access it if they can allow you to get access without having a hold put on there. Okay. And you also mentioned a GIC account. So that's called a guaranteed investment certificate account. And when you normally what a guaranteed investment certificate is it's a type of investment that you could put your money into. So usually you might put an investment of $500, but that money is actually locked in for a period of time, usually 3 to 5 years. So you want to make sure that you're aware of what type of account that is. So a guaranteed investment certificate is like a type of investment tool. Usually you would have a savings account with, you know, different investment options in there. So I'd ask CIBC for clarification on that. Okay. And so outside of the chartered banks, there are also credit unions here in Canada. So the difference between that is credit unions are considered member-owned. Okay, so credit unions can refuse membership. So what that means is if you've had impact on your credit in the past. So if I had a credit card and I missed payments on it, I wasn't making payments, my credit will be affected. And so credit union can actually refuse to open an account for me. Whereas a chartered bank cannot refuse opening an account, whether or not you have had any impact or not on your credit report. And we're going to talk about credit in our next part of this session. So again, this is a jam-packed session, and I will be sending out the slides at the end so it doesn't get too confusing there, okay? And so to become a member of a credit union, you have to make a share purchase. So usually what you do is you have to give them a deposit of $5 to $25 as that deposit to become a member. And with opening that account, you're becoming a member with them, and then the money that you have with them is fully insured. So it's unlimited. So let's compare that. So a chartered bank, you're insured up to $100,000 per account. Whereas a credit union, it's insured unlimited for all your funds. So you could have more than $100,000 in an account. And if something happened to them, that's fully insured. And so there's just a few little differences, but credit unions are also full services, very much like a chartered bank would be, okay? Okay, I see that, yeah, the other comment there. Yeah, so you do have a guaranteed investment certificate. Yeah, so that's good that you're aware of what that is. It was one of the requirements for obtaining a study visa. Okay, that's there.